Hi, guys. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm Dr. Linda Kramer. Okay, a lot of people are asking me what are my psychic thoughts on what's happening with the transgendering that's happening all around the world now, and it's now overlapping into the Olympics in Paris as well as other sports. Here we go. I'm going to take my ego out of this today. It's not about me at all. I don't care what I think about other people because I try not to judge or assume what they do. Okay. So I go back to what heaven would say about this. So in my book, 5 Years in Heaven, when I died, this is my NDE story, right? But in the last section, the teachings of heaven, this is all the stuff on what we can do in order to get to heaven. So on page 297, I start talking about all the self-emotions, self-love, self-worth, self-appreciation, self-forgiveness. Okay. So I'm going to just make a little, do a little quote here from my book. Okay. All right. One of the main functions that I witnessed in heaven was that we all have the power or the energy within us to be whatever it is that we want to be. We do not rely on any external force. We do not expect someone else to do anything for us. We take that personal responsibility for our own actions. So when we start talking about self-worth and self-appreciation, of course, we are physical human beings at this point. So that's why we choose our glasses frames. We choose what dress we want to wear. We work out whether we want to do fake boobies, eyelash extensions. If you're a man, you might want some other bodily extensions. All right? Taking pills to enhance performance and all that sort of stuff. We can do whatever the heck we want as long as we self appreciate and self allow ourselves to be who we want to be. Okay. Heaven is all about acceptance. However, I'm going to go there. Yeah, I'll tell a little story first. I had a friend called John, married to a woman, had 2 kids. One day, John decided he wanted to change and start wearing dresses. His wife couldn't handle it, so she said, "Get out of here, I want a divorce." So John started calling himself Joanne. He had a beard, by the way. He looked nothing like a girl. All right. He had 2 grown sons, so he's at least 60 years old. So he was very masculine, but he decided he wanted to wear dresses because that's his self-acceptance. So he ended up going for a job interview wearing a long dress, white long gloves, and he even wore a tiara. He walked into the interview, and the interviewer guy, the one who interviewed him for the job, he said to Joanne, okay, Joanne now, he said, "If you're going to be this honest with about who you are, I want you working for my company because now I can see you bring your own integrity and your honesty to this job as well." So he got the job. So when we self-accept ourselves, it's okay. Heaven likes that. However, what we're now seeing in sport, whether it's the XY chromosome or whether it's people who were born as one sex and now they came 68th or whatever in a race and now they want to win. This is where we now have to look at these individuals and ask, are they doing it just to be self-aware of who they are? Or are they trying to lie, deceive, and ultimately cheat in order to obtain personal worth? Personal worth includes monetary values, gold medals, and all those other benefits of winning a competition sport. So, who gets to ask this? Do you and I have the authority to go into the souls of these people and say, hey, are you doing it for the right reasons, or are you doing this for your own self-greed? Because if we do things for our own self-greed and we lie, deceive, and most of all cheat, this is not acceptable in heaven. Now, the only way that these individuals get called out for their behaviors, if they are lying, deceiving, and cheating, is when they die and they go to their life review. So at that time, that's where they have to judge themselves for any misgivings or misinterpretation that they have done to others, whereby they got materialistic gains. So who are you and I to judge that? We don't have to go through that life review for them. They are going to feel it if they have lied, cheated, and deceived others. So who are we to want to enforce that now? I don't want to, okay? I bring an awareness by putting things on my Facebook page so we talk and discuss this to see the benefits or the punishments that we get when we go to heaven. I don't cast judgment and say, oh my God, this guy he shouldn't be swimming in women's sport. Because if I do say that, that means that I've been to heaven and I know that he's got the possibility where he may be cheating in order to win the gold medal. So who am I to judge? Who am I to say what these souls are doing at this point? Okay. Self-acceptance comes in many, many ways and forms. Today I've put my nice dress on that I like wearing. That I've accepted myself for doing this. Other days I might want to go and wear a pair of pants, but that's me on that day. So I'm going to just say it. Stop being offended by what other people do. It's time to stop being offended, because the more we judge people and the more offended we get by what other people do, that's preventing our own access to heaven and getting through that life review in a nice, loving manner as well. Because remember, the more we get offended and we judge what other people are doing, we have to go through that in the life review. And that is one of our memories or our intentions that we have to heal. So it's best to start healing it now, guys. Don't hang on to grudges and regrets, because grudges and regrets get us to hell. And I'm writing Hell Explained. I hope to get it finished in the next couple of weeks. I keep getting sick or the car broke down or other things, so I'm always delayed with it. But that book explains why people go into a hell and others go to heaven. I want you all to go to heaven. I know, I've been there. I know how great it is. I try my best to get you to be your best, so then we all go there and hug each other at the end of the day, right? So as for all this distraction that's happening, got to look behind that and see what the real issue is going on here. Because at the end of the day, there's always distractions in life, right? And because this is so big in the media right now, we've got to look past this, use our critical thinking, and talk about other things that do reflect and affect us in our own lives. Stay tuned for my next video, because that one's going to be about the economic crash that I predicted 3 months ago. So go watch that one, because that one is going to affect and create grief for a lot of people individually. Don't get blindsided by what other people are doing. Okay? Create your own self-worth. Create your own self-awareness and self-acceptance. Love yourself and stop judging others and getting offended by what other people who you don't even know what they're doing in their own lives. If they have to go to heaven and do a life review and they have to answer as to why they cheated, that's on them. Yeah? Look after you. Stay in love, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.